I think I've been thinking about purpose in the wrong way. I kind of realized this today. So recently in one of my videos, I said I was gonna make a video every day. And then yesterday I missed another day. And the reason why was because I just felt like I didn't have anything really useful to say. And that's a solid principle to have because I really don't want to add to the noise of the internet. I don't want to put out a video that's fucking useless. So I really always wanted there to be a purpose to what I'm saying. So when I just felt no inspiration, I didn't want to do it. But now I've been thinking about purpose wrong. Because how I've been thinking about it until now is like as if there's gonna be this grand thing that I'm gonna achieve with it. You know? That I don't know. I guess playing a lot of video games, you kind of start to believe that real life is gonna be like that or something. And maybe it could be. If you have something that you really want to do in real life, like something you really want to achieve in the external world. And it's not like I don't have that, but it's like if you're seeking yourself, you might feel like me, right? If you're just um if you're just kind of trying to improve your life, then you don't really feel like maybe you don't really feel like there's this big purpose to what you're doing. Like if you're playing a video game, you always have some grand quest where you are, I don't know, like, okay, I have to train and then I will kill the dragon in the end. That kind of thing. But feels like in real life you don't really have that. And so what I mean by I think I've been thinking about purpose the wrong way is that I've been kind of thinking in that way. So every morning when I woke up, even though the day before or even the night before, I felt super motivated. And then the next morning I wake up and I just feel like absolute trash. I have no motivation whatsoever. I don't even know why I should be doing this. That kind of thing. And then I don't want to be inauthentic and just, oh, okay, I'll just say something just so I can get views and yeah, like just achieve my goals because it feels hollow. Feels like why am I even doing this? Like what is this leading up to? But that's exactly what I'm saying here. Like I think that's the wrong way actually to think about it because yeah, what is it really gonna lead up to? It's not really gonna lead up to anything. You're just living your life. Like your life is happening right now. And so maybe that's kind of what I've been missing because the funny thing that I've noticed is that every single time that I start to think about, okay, what do I want to achieve or like where is this leading to? What is my purpose or this kind of bullshit? Like who do I want to become? What am I trying to do or something? Every time I do that, my motivation actually plummets. Like I see no reason to do whatever, and yeah, like despite my best intentions, I just crash. So yesterday, one of those like that started again. Like it just starts over and over again. And then today I woke up and still felt the same way. And then like came evening, I was like, okay, fuck it. You know what? Like, fuck this shit. Why why am I fighting myself? Like, this is not what I want. Like, I don't want it to be like this where I'm fighting myself every day. Um, and ironically, every single time that I say, fuck it, like, basically, like, I'm giving up kind of thing. It's not like I'm giving up. It's just like, okay, whatever. Like, if I don't feel like it, whatever, leave it. I start to feel so much better. I feel so much better. And then suddenly, like as if it's magic, the motivation, the inspiration, it all comes back. Like right then, I don't know, within 2 hours or something, the ideas start flooding. Like, oh, you could make a video about this. You could do this. Like, oh, and or like just inspiration in general, where I'm like, um, I kind of just think about everything in a different way. And I think the right way to think about this type of purpose is like one, you don't think about some grand uh, thing that you're gonna achieve with it. If you don't have that, if you just don't have it, then just leave it. Um, like personally for me, I don't know, like I don't know the impact I'm gonna make, basically. It's just the way that I'm thinking about it now is I'm just seeing it more like, okay, I'm just doing it for myself. I'm uh I'm just doing my best. I'll just help, and then maybe kind of every little thing you do can have its kind of its own purpose or something. Um, it's like kind of like a dynamic thing, or I mean, really, I'm also just thinking more about myself in a sense of, well, okay, I'm doing it because this is my goal. Like, yeah, I want to just kind of make money. I want to be self-sufficient, and that's the reason why I want to do it, and done. And I don't know, there's this feeling of kind of dissatisfaction, or like being hollow. But then when you just say, like, okay, get the fuck out of here, like, who are we kidding kind of thing. Like, I kind of just get so sick and tired of it that I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck do you want from me then? Like, what's it gonna be? If if I want some type of purpose, okay, give it to me, you know? It's like, it's isn't it weird that I would be kind of sitting here, I don't know if you can relate. I'm assuming that I'm not the only one. Um, that you just be sitting there and thinking, okay, I want this, but on the other hand, I don't know, I'm not even feeling it. Not even feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So how does that even make sense? If I say, oh, I want to do something like very intentional, but then at the same time, I just feel no intention whatsoever. Like, there's always this split, and I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of having this split. So that's the first thing, to just not be thinking about, uh, okay, what is my purpose or something? Because I think at the end, um, yeah, maybe there is none. And it could also be just very unhealthy, because if you ask me, honestly, my struggle is I don't want to be living in this way anymore, where I'm working towards something but not living now. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of feel like you're postponing your life. Oh, like right now I feel like shit. Right now I don't have anything that is really going on in my life, but I just have to grind. Like, I just have to stick it out. I mean, that's fine in one sense, but the big difference is when you feel like, okay, I'm kind of on a mission here. Like, I'm doing something that makes sense. That's the big difference. Like, if it just makes sense to you. But if you feel like, okay, um, I don't know, I'm just kind of going through the motions right now. I'm just grinding it out, and it's fucking boring and unfulfilling, and I don't see the point at all. But maybe one day, things could change because I become successful. That just felt wrong to me from the very beginning. Like, I could never convince myself to stick through something like that. So, do you see what I'm saying here? Like, I think what it comes down to basically is just, instead of trying to convince yourself, like, or instead of like trying to be like reasoning with yourself, like, you feel one way, like authentically you feel one way without trying, right? And then instead of trying to like reason with yourself, like trying to convince yourself and be like, oh, okay, maybe this could be my purpose. What is it? Maybe if I think about it like this, then it could make more sense or something. Like, instead of doing that, just saying fuck it, like fuck all that shit, and just being like, okay, what do I want? Just very, very simply, without trying to be grandiose and without trying to downplay yourself either. You're just like, okay, what do I want? And so for me, that's like, yeah, okay, maybe right now I just don't know. I mean, that was like the attitude basically this evening again, because I'm like, okay, what the hell? I can't find the motivation. But yeah, then it's like, as soon as you give up, as soon as you like giving up in the sense that you stop trying to kid yourself. You stop trying to, I don't even know what is that. Like I can't be the only one. There's no way I'm the only one. As soon as you stop trying to convince yourself to do something, you just suddenly have it figured out. You're just like, well, okay, I'm just sitting here. I'm at home. I'm not really doing anything productive. That's cool. Right now I feel like playing some video games. You play some video games, and then you're like, okay, well now I'm bored. Okay. Well, I do have my goals. I do want to reach like this point in my life where I'm self-sufficient. I do kind of have like, and it's just like for me, in my case, it's I get inspiration to like, oh, this is actually like a useful thing. I could share this. And I don't know, in general, I just feel somehow drawn to content creation. I can't explain it. Like for you, it might be drawing or making music or something. Like don't think like you could generalize it. But I think everybody has that. You just have something like naturally, you just want to do it. And you don't need to be like reasoning with yourself. You don't need to think about, okay, what is the purpose? Or like what is my mission in life or anything like that. It feels like nah, like you're just gonna be drawn to it naturally. And the funny thing is, like the reason I actually encourage people to give up is because I really believe that one, everybody is drawn to do something. Like nobody wants to actually just sit around and be a loser. Two, if you're stressing yourself about like, oh, I'm a loser, I'm this, I'm that, that's actually what will make you get into bad habits and get addicted to them. Like, as soon as I stopped guilting myself for playing video games or doing whatever unproductive thing, uh, the shit just falls away because you have no stress anymore. That's the second thing. And what's the third thing? Right, I got it. The thing is, you don't even want to live like that. You don't even want to live like that. I don't want to live like that anyway. I don't want to live in a way where every day I wake up and I have to reason with myself to do what I'm doing. Like I have to convince myself that, hey, this is the right thing to do. Like, yeah, you don't feel inspired. Yeah, you feel like this is pointless, but this is the right thing to do. I don't want to live like that. I want to actually feel inspired and actually feel like there's a point in what I'm doing. And again, then like now I'm feeling the inspiration, right? And so like I have to remind myself not to go too far in that direction where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on my purpose and stuff. And then the next day I wake up again and I'm like back on the other end where I'm like, okay, what is the purpose? Like what was that? Like I cannot even relate. So I think the big point that I'm making is that basically you stop obsessing over a goal and instead just focus on yourself. You literally just sit down with yourself and actually tune in. You actually like listen, okay, what am I actually feeling like I want to do? Like what do I actually want to do with my life? Just very, very simply. And I talked about this a lot in my other videos. Like I'm saying like I've been saying similar things, but for me this realization is coming again and again, and I'm realizing it on a deeper and deeper level. And I think that's also why um, I'm kind of bouncing back faster from these phases where I'm not making content, because every time I try to make content, I just feel like, okay, why am I even doing this? Like, but then as soon as I just basically give it up and think more about, okay, what do I actually want to do? Who do I kind of that direction? Not even like who do I want to be? Because again, if you're thinking like, okay, who do I want to be? Uh, what kind of what is my purpose? All these kind of questions. It just serves to make you disconnected. Actually, I feel like. Yeah. So if you're just thinking, okay, well, yeah, what do I actually want to do? Then you will find that like I'm thinking people don't do this basically. Like people don't do this because they think, oh well, if I just do what I want to do and I don't push myself to do anything, then I will just be a lazy ass. I will not do anything. I will just watch Netflix all day. But if you can afford it, and I mean, I think everybody really can, everybody who has internet access, it's not like you're gonna be on the street within like a week or something. Like maybe you can just try it out for a week. Just instead of coming home from work and then guilting yourself and trying to push yourself to be more productive or something, just let yourself do whatever you want to do and come from the more like the mindset that, okay, well, I can do what I want. I can already do what I want. There's no reason I need to push myself. Like there's nobody that I'm fighting here. It's kind of like I am already me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I have to convince another person to do something. That's what I mean. Like, why are you trying to convince yourself? Trying to convince yourself. It literally doesn't even make sense. But I feel like I have to do this every day. I have this habit, and I'm tired of it. So that's the whole point of this video. I hope you're kind of getting the message. And like the big solution for me is just faith. I talk about this again in a lot of my other videos. I'm like, you can see in the title, a lot of videos are titled something with faith. And in this case, it's the faith in yourself that you're not a lazy ass. You're not just gonna, I mean, obviously nobody wants to do that. It's just like a matter of honesty with yourself where you're like, okay, and self-acceptance. It's like, okay, yeah, right now I don't feel like it. I just want to rest. I don't want to do anything, whatever productive. I just want to play, or I just want to watch something. I just want to chill. And you let it be okay. And the mindset is because if you're actually just pushing yourself all day and never living and never actually doing the things that you want to do genuinely, then are you ever really gonna live? Like, is it actually ever gonna lead to anything really good? Is it gonna lead to what you really want to do? To be honest, I don't think so. Because I think we are living right now. We are living every day. And you're not really going anywhere. Like, I can take the mindset to, okay, just grind out the videos, and if I want to do that, then I will do it. And I'm not saying I won't. I might just be very, very disciplined and just convince myself that, okay, I don't feel like making a video right now, but I will convince myself to do it. But the point is, you're not really like, it feels aligned. You just want to do it. You just want to do it. And maybe you don't feel like it, but deep down, you know, okay, I want to do it. Done. And that's when things flow for me. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. If this helped you, let me know. Let me know, like, what are your thoughts on this kind of issue where you're kind of like, this kind of impulsivity or like natural kind of inclination versus the logical side. Like, let me know what are your thoughts on this? Like, how do you kind of reason with yourself, or do you reason with yourself, or do you just go with the flow, or what do you do? What is your strategy basically for life? I want to know, actually. So let me know your thoughts. And other than that, if you watch until here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate you guys a lot. You're always leaving me wonderful comments. I really appreciate that. And yeah, other than that, yeah, see you next time as always. Bye-bye.